Never thought I'd party side by side with an elf. What about side by side with a friend? I can do that. Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to another Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Kaldheim is here. We're playing some new standard, and we have quite the whopper of a deck, of course. Sam Black, one of my personal favorite players, and Sam's also a phenomenal deck builder. And Sam has built quite the brew here on basically like day one of the format. This is an elf party deck with a lot of cool stuff going on, mixing the synergies from Zendikar Rising with the new cards from Kaldheim. So party mechanic, of course, never really took off in Zendikar Rising. We've seen me try a number of times to make party work, and just kind of hard to get there, hard to really assemble your full party. Payoffs weren't really worth it. Mana wasn't always great. Well, Sam solved a lot of these problems here. Of course, Tajuru Paragon, really cool as kind of like a wild card changeling for your party. Well, now we have actual changelings here in Masked Vandal. Great answer to all the artifacts and enchantments in the format. And with Masked Vandal, with a couple new cards like Elderfang Disciple, a Cleric, a Sentinel, a Rogue, we can kind of fill out our party and try and actually hit the magical full party for your bonus cards. So Tazri, Beacon of Unity, will cost 1 mana for 4/6, which is pretty awesome. But the most important card in this entire deck, not to bury the lead, is Coveted Prize. Coveted Prize is a 5 mana sorcery, costs 1 less for each creature in your party, and it's just Demonic Tutor. But if you have a full party, you can cast a card or spell with converted mana cost 4 less for free. That's insane. So at a full party, this is 1 black mana. Go search for a card, cast a 4-drop for free. So tutoring and tempo all in one. You can see here, of course, our 4-drop slot is full of interesting one-ofs. Most important here, squad commander comes into play, makes 4/1/1s, and it makes the whole team indestructible. Skemfar Shadowsage can gain life or make your opponent lose life for your number of creatures you have. Basalt Ravager deals damage to a target equal to the number of creatures you have of a certain type. Toski, Bearer of Secrets, kind of a cool, wacky card draw engine. Got Tyvar Kell as a Planeswalker. And of course, a catch-all removal spell in Binding of the Old Gods, one of the best cards in the set. Now, the card that really holds this deck together, aside from Coveted Prize, is Harald, King of Skemfar. 3 mana for a 3/2 Menace. Comes into play, look at the top 5. You can put an Elf, Warrior, or Tyvar card into your hand. So basically, 3/2 Menace for 3 that draws a card, which is awesome. So this deck is really exciting. Able to put a lot of mana in play quickly. Kind of it's got a reasonable beatdown plan with Harald and Masked Vandal and stuff like that. But also has this really awesome kind of backdoor tutor plan. It can draw cards. It can be aggressive. Just a really cool deck. All the pathways here are making our mana work. Obviously, we're a green-black deck, splashing white, but want to be able to activate Tazri if possible. So we have a couple blue lands, a couple red lands, and 4 mana to draw 2 cards is pretty sick on your 1 mana 4/6. It's pretty awesome. Sideboard here is of my design, just Duress, Soul Guide Lantern, Heartless Act. 3 Elvish Warmaster for decks that are playing, you want to get on the board cheaper against control decks, things like that, and 2 Viviens as well for grindy games. This deck's awesome. Played a few games with it, very impressed with it, and I'm pumped. You should be too. But first, quick word from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Alright, round 1. Let's roll. We got some elves. Well, not great. This hand's fine. We've got fine mana. Binding of the Old Gods is just a good card in general. We're on the play. We have a pry. We're going to keep. We can cast our spells. It's not super exciting, but green land, a black land. We have a blue and red source. Ooh, Fireblade Charger. Alright, well, we're like that on turn 1, obviously, but sure. Obviously, our Ravenous Rat lines up well against the Fireblade Charger, so just gonna fire out with that to start. Wait. Wrong land. Pathways are a little confusing. So they pitch a card, and if our Disciple blocks the Fireblade Charger, that is a great exchange for us. So then next turn we can play Disciple and Sentinel, set up for Binding the Old Gods, and of course our most important card in Coveted Prize. Discarding another Fireblade Charger, sure. We gonna stop my Ravenous Rat? Oh yeah, you love to see it. You do love to see that, that's for sure. Alright, so Pathway, Disciple, and Sentinel. They are not going to be happy about the second Disciple here. Whenever the body here is relevant on Disciple, it's going to be really, really good. Obviously, we're using it, as a cleric. It's an elf. It taps for Sentinel and so on and so forth. But whenever this card's able to block effectively, pretty good. Pretty good. This card is Shock. Fantastic. So, insanely good value so far out of our Elderfang Disciples. We're a little stuck for things to do. We've drawn 2 prizes. Okay. I'm going to draw an untapped land. Actually, we have the Sentinel land. Mind. Alright, so we're just going to kill this Annex right here, right now. And nip this in the bud. We'll have to tap all of our stuff, but it's fine. We'll get a token, which is fine. Then Binding will get us a land, which is great. And this is all good. So kill that. Say go. And next turn we can play Tazri, we can get a land, and start setting up our good Covetous prizes. Hard cast Bone Crusher, not a problem. I mean, Fervent Champion's fine, but... Alright, so go get ourselves a Triome. It is pretty cool that we can get Triomes off of our Binding the Old Gods. We also drew a land, so, I mean, we can play Tazri, which is a warrior, and we can actually cast Covetous Prize to set up for a future turn. Although, I'm not sure exactly what we're getting. And the scary thing here is if they have a last card is Embercleave, we could preemptively get the 1/3. All right, let's play this, and cast Tazri. Now, if I want to tap land, Sentinel, and Disciple, I can play Demonic Tutor with no upside. We can get like one of our creatures that just gains life or something like that. Let's do it. Play Demonic Tutor proper, and it's like this thing can gain life. It shoots a big blocker. We could just get one of our card advantage cards like Harald. Yeah, we're timing out here. Give me a second. We can get Masked Vandal later. I'm kind of interested. We have Warrior. Kind of interested in just getting the card advantage card. Just get our. Oh, I guess the Paragon would actually card advantage us. And actually, let's get Paragon. This would give us card advantage and the 4th type for a free coveted prize. So. Of course, we have a huge blocker on defense here. Tazri is really good. 1 mana for a 4/6 or 2 mana for a 4/6 is quite the house, and the fact that it can draw cards later in the game is also awesome. All right, so looking like Embercleave. We're taking a lot here. We are taking a lot, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna block Fervent Champion, I think, and just take 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's fine. Then we can play Paragon and get the 1/3 to kill the Embercleave. So. No, it's just Castle. Wow. Alright, so that isn't that bad, honestly. So we take less than we thought we were going to with an Embercleave. And we still have a nice board, and they didn't do anything, so that's great. works. We draw the card, we tutor forward, which is fine. So we're going to Paragon here for full value. Elf, Rogue, Warrior, everything else. We're going to go find ourselves a... I think our last card here is Shock. It's pretty devastating. Let me find a Skemfar Shadowsage, which can come into play and gain us 4 life. And now we're going to tap for black. We're going to play Coveted Prize. We probably want to get a card that kills Bone Crusher, I guess. We can play this next turn and gain life. Just get the elf. Okay, we can just get the raid creature. Squad Commando is good, but and then we're not really worried about Embercleave because they don't have any big creatures anymore. So creature types have in common. We have elf, so that's fine. So let's get this. Kill Bone Crusher. Next turn we can gain life with the Shadow Mage or Shadow Sage. So you can see here the deck is it's pretty sweet and it's very grindy. It's almost Goblin-like almost, where we're like tutoring and we're putting cards in play, kind of drawing cards, board control. Pretty sweet, honestly. Pretty sweet deck. And then here, am I interested in attacking? I would say no. Let's see. We have elf, wizard. So if they attack me, yeah, they can pump the castle. And I don't really want to trade here, so. And Fireblade Charger. Charger is very good with the castle because it can pump the power, and this counts power when it dies. So they jam here. We block, and this would die as a 2-power creature and kill a 2-tap this creature, and so on and so forth. But so we're gonna block, and we're gonna lose probably our Paragon, I would assume. Which is fine. Let's get pumped. Kill that. This dies. I kill Paragon. And then we're setting up for a big Shadow Sage, probably just to gain life, but a huge blocker in play. We can start attacking. Triome, sure. I think we're happy playing that, honestly. I think we just want mana. So let's jam with Tazri, and probably just the Ravager too, honestly. It doesn't block very well, so. They could block Charger on the Ravager and trade, which is fine. Obviously, the Satyr can't block. So didn't lose a unique type here. So minus out the Sage is fine. We could just cast Paragon and cast this to gain a little more life, but I think we want to just hold this for a full kick. So let's play this. We're going to choose to gain life here. So we're going to gain 3, I think. And there we go. Not going to play the Paragon as a 2-drop. I want to kick it. Definitely a resource light game at the moment. So, and they're attacking. Sure. I mean, to what end? That doesn't even do it. All right, sweet, cool game. Cool game. We seemed like we were a little behind, but Ravenous Rat saves the day. Let's bring in our 3 Heartless Acts, and we're gonna shave. We're actually gonna shave it to Tazri, even though it's really, really good. Whoa, what's going on here? My cards are being all sparkly. Cool. We're gonna shave it to Tazri. I don't know why it's doing that. That's fun. Arena never change because it's never gonna die. Realistically, so it's a legend. It's here to one of those. It's never gonna die. I would say that our Tyvar Kell is probably pretty bad, and then Bearer of Secrets has actually been pretty impressive. Masked Vandal pretty important. Masked Vandal can hit Annex and Embercleave. This card's been pretty impressive. It's also a good blocker. Squad Commander is really important. Could maybe shave a Coveted Prize because like we're worried about it not being fully kicked, but it is probably the best card in our deck. So I don't love that. Honestly, Wildwood Tracker is not super exciting. We have a lot of warriors as far as party goes, and it just kind of like runs into their one drops. Maybe we cut these. Maybe we should cut all of these and bring in the Warmasters. Does that a stomp, but because we're try bringing in Vivien, so now we're bringing in some kill spells. We're on the draw. Huh. Let's try this. Warmaster is kind of soft to stomp, but if we get like one token off of it, it's pretty good value. We're not always going to play it on turn 2. And Stomp's just like good against us anyway, so... Alright, we'll keep. It's not the best hand ever, but... Ravenous Rat all day. Fireblade Charger, sure. So, definitely an option. Maybe we're probably supposed to play the Ravenous Rat again. Ravenous Rat's still making Fireblade Charger look pretty bad. Now, they could have a Stomp here. So we could run Masked Vandal, just as like an unstoppable card. They stomp my 1/1, I'm like pretty happy though, I guess. But like if they don't do anything, it's even better. So, I think I like Masked Vandal here. Just don't want them to do anything this turn. Just they get the stomp, they get to play the Bone Crusher next turn. Let's try and put them off curve. Just play a Naked Vandal. Blocks Fireblade Charger, doesn't get stomped. Obviously can turn on our future prospects as far as you know, our payoffs for tribal stuff. So now that they were to squeeze there, of like, do I just cat stomp for 2 or? Alright, so Phoenix is pretty good. We don't really deal with evasive threats super well, but that's okay. We can just Heartless Act it. I think I would rather get more on the board, though, so let's just play Elderfang. See what they pitch here. Obviously, killing the Phoenix is not super exciting, because they're just going to, like, have... really get it back anyway. Discarded an Annex, wow. Alright, so there you go. It is funny that we actually need something to die for our Vandal to kill their next Annex, which they might have because they discarded one. Another Phoenix to dash. Wow, they're all in here. Alright, this is a little scary, honestly. I don't really have any of our great payoffs. That's a pretty good payoff. So I can play Paragon into Tazri here. That's not bad. We are dying. We are definitely dying, but we can't just play Heartless Act this turn. We need to like advance our board, I think. So, oh no, I can't. I don't know white. This is a Teamer Triome. Okay, then I think we are actually just playing. Just playing Heartless Act so bad though. Oh boy, we're in trouble this game. Yeah, I think it's just Heartless Act. We really need a white mana here or another land. If I could have played Paragon and Heartless Act and double spell, that'd be really good. But Robber of the Rich. Well, we are rich right now, and they are not. So I'm not trying to rob you. Ah, crap. So they have a Embercleave. Maybe I should have killed the Phoenix before combat. I can kill it now. Really did have the Embercleave in response because the now Embercleave costs more mana, so alright, it's not that bad. And they got a land, sure. I'll block the Robber of the Rich. They killed my Ravenous Rat. They have Stomp, which is fine. I want to draw a white land. Untap white land would be ideal here. An actual shock. Right? Alright, so at the end of the world, we draw another non-white, non-land card. I think we're probably just going to die to this Phoenix of Ash, unfortunately, which is pretty sad. We just like can't actually cast our spells, so I might have screwed up my lands. Maybe this Boulderloft Pathway, or this Branchloft Pathway. Should have been a Boulderloft Pathway. Another Phoenix. Oh, this is a Phoenix back again. Yeah, we're just at this game. Alright. Alright. Tough game. Tough game. Definitely want to get ahead. I guess Vivien actually plays really well against Phoenix. Maybe we'll bring the Viviens in. Cut these Warmasters. They don't seem really great. They have like actual shock in their deck too, so Warmaster's even less exciting. Okay. Let's just bring in the 1-drop, I guess. I'll leave a Warmaster in. Like, the 1-drop plays better with the Sentinel, of course. For like getting stuff from the battlefield quickly. Let's try this. We're on the play now. We'll just like actually draw our lands and cast our spells and stuff. Probably be right. Okay. It's a hand. It's a hand. It's a little bit awkward. You kind of want to play the Sentinel after the Warmaster and not play anything on one. We're going to keep. I'm going to try on as I go. Heartless Act. Huh. So we like kind of want to go Warmaster Sentinel on 3, but I definitely don't want to play Paragon on 2 into a shock or a stomp. Let me just play a Lanyard as I go. Honestly, let's play a black. We don't need a white land. We already have the Triome, so. If a robbery might Heartless Act it. A Rimrock Knight. Sure. I mean, that's really good for us because now we answer that pretty well. Play this, get a token. So we got our value, and this Rimrock Knight not looking too good here on offense against the token from Warmaster. We can play a Paragon next turn, which is awesome. We kind of like have to kill the Warmaster this turn, otherwise we're going to get more value off of it, which is great. So I'd say we're in pretty good shape this game. Good start. Play Phoenix of Ash, alright, sure. We do have a blocker in Sentinel, but... Alright, so a little heavy on lands here, but... Just gonna play Kicked Paragon. This thing can't block, so... yeah, we'll tap the token, attack for 2, and have a token back to block, sure. So with Paragon. Paragon's really good. Just like a 3-2 changeling is like almost good enough anyway, and if I can kick it and draw a card, it's pretty sick. Ooh, almost a miss there. Some of our better cards going to the bottom, that's okay. And we'll send in the old Warmaster. We have Heartless Act teed up too. And then in a pinch, just Spear a Sentinel for some reason has reach. I guess it has a bow and arrow in the art. That's the signifier. Nice mixture of mountains here from our opponent. Whoa, doggy. That's a bad dog. Guess we're blocking that with our Paragon. Yeah, I mean, we got to block here, too. We have a block in there. We got to block the Bolt Hound, I think, and just make a trade. Don't feel great, but Phoenix of Ash is clocking us in the air, so... We don't actually have any party path at present anyway. We have a bunch of mana, too, so... Elderfang Disciple. I mean, it's an elf. We get 2 more tokens of our Warmaster. It's pretty sweet, actually. So you want to have 2 black, green, kind of like holding these for the off chance we have a legend. I think it's not necessary. Play Elderfang, get a token. We can activate our Warmaster pretty soon too for the +2/+2, which isn't like great, but discard a card. And now if we kill Phoenix, like they can get it back pretty easily, but the tempo might be worth it. It's almost like it makes it like an unsummon practically. Discard a Mountain, sure. Play Sentinel. Going super wide here. Keeps giving them priority, unless they have like a Windrock Knight or something, because like if they had Shock, they would definitely have killed my Warmaster already, so I'm not sure why it keeps giving them priority. Robber of the Rich. We are currently in Fervent Champion. Alright, so we're gonna have to kill this Phoenix. Robber of the Rich also. I mean, like, we can pump the team next turn. We'll have to tap a couple things, but before 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana or 13 damage. Yeah, I think we're just gonna attack them. Like, just like send in the clowns and pump them all. This is a +2/+2 and Death Touch on a turn for 7 mana. I want to keep the Sentinel. Sure. I mean, again, they could have like Stomp or Shock. It doesn't really make sense they would have that though, because they would have killed this on their turn. So they're blocking. Do they not realize what my card does? Hopefully, I realize what it does. Definitely not an overrun, but it's still a pretty good effect. Alright, it looked pretty dead to me. Alright, sure. Here's the Grimrock Knight we were talking about. That's fine. It's totally fine exchange. We're at 7. We can pump next turn again. They draw away to deal with our Warmaster. If they draw away to kill this, we need to draw a spell. But we're still in like pretty good shape. Obviously, we're drawing live to mini cards in our deck. Robber of the Rich again. Grimrock Knight, sure. Gonna hit a land off the top. Lucky for us. Vivien. Well, Vivien's great and all, but you're just dead. So we'll take it. 1-0. 1-0. That was nice. That was nice. I like that. Alright, round 2. Party time. Let's go. Tracker Paragon Squad Commander. Opponent's playing Yorion Sky Nomad. This hand's fine. We can keep it. Not the most exciting hand of all time, but there's a little rainbow of pathways here. We're going to want to prioritize this blue one possibly, because drawing cards later in the game might be good. Ooh, good draw there in the Sentinel. Probably our best possible turn 1 play. Play Branchloft Pathway and Sentinel. Now we can go Paragon and Tracker on turn 2. We play a Abzan Triumph. So Abzan, we put an Abzan Yorion deck in my 10 New Brews on Wednesday. It was last Wednesday in the early access stream. It was pretty impressive, honestly. The new sagas are really, really good. So we'll see if we can overcome here. We Doom for things like that. Good draw. Good draw. And the King of Skemfar. Just card advantage that we're looking for. Guess we're going black here. Play Paragon. And play Tracker. So we have Rogue, Warrior, and everything. So we can't cast Squad Commander for a full army next turn. Coveted Prize. Okay. So opponent hasn't actually done anything. I imagine Doomscar is more played Wrath than Shatter the Sky. So we could Squad Commander here. Although we're on the risk getting Wrath, which would be terrible for us, obviously. Let's just play the King. And, you know, get a card back. Attack for 5, 6. I kind of want to just go for it, though, honestly. We'll just do it. Just do it. Who's playing Shadow Sky, right? And then if we complete our party next turn, we are getting in for about a bazillion mana. It would be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 19. Ooh. Omen of the Sun. Not that we've seen too often. Alright, so pretty good. Pretty good. Does kill our creature and reduce our party again, which is somewhat problematic. Binding the Old Gods, one of the best cards in the set for sure. Well, that was actually a pretty good draw. Planeswalker is obviously pretty good in scenarios like this. We can play Planeswalker, and we can use it to accrue an advantage. We also could just cast Coveted Prize too, but I don't think we need to. We can also cast our King too, but I probably want to get in for a good amount here. The fear is that they have a Yorion, a natural Yorion. Flickering, Binding, and Omen of the Sea is going to be pretty hard to beat. But what are you going to do, you know? So everything taps for, or these tap for black. I'm sorry, these aren't elves, obviously. So, alright. Do we make an elf, or do we pump up one of our current elves? Probably just pump. Probably just pump. I don't think an extra creature in play really matters. If it was adding an extra type or something, I'm sure, but... So attack for, it's a decent hit here. Just pray they don't have a natural Yorion. Yorion's just so good. Just so easy to make the card good. And like the new sagas just curve so well into it. Like Binding of the Old Gods just made the card Yorion. And they get a Temur Triome, they definitely have Yorion. Just snap, play the landing. Just couldn't do it any faster. Yeah. So pretty busted. They kill my Planeswalker, make 2 more blockers. And now we are definitely grinding up in the wrong direction here. I've let Tracker. Okay. Alright, we got a beacon. Which I think we're interested in casting. We currently have... We only have Rogue Warrior, so it currently costs 3. So we actually cannot cast it. You also have not enough mana to activate it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And Paragon won't even get us to our full party anyway. Wow. We're taking Paragon. I think we should need to like get on the board. Just cast this. Let's say go and just like hopefully we can like complete our party and cast a prize for maybe a way to kill Yorion or something like that and just kind of get in. Losing our Commando kind of sucks too. We only have 1. And it is definitely one of our good top end cards. So we do have this Squirrel too. Squirrel's pretty good here. Valky, God of Lies. And there. This is an ambitious mana base. Alright, well if you draw a land here, or I'm sorry, not a land, but draw a way to complete our party, we did not. We could have prized into the Squirrel and actually drawn a lot of cards. Just need 1 more party member. We have Warrior, Rogue, Wildcard, and a bunch of Warriors. We can't activate Tazri. They only have one unknown card, and like that's the we're not really scared of Yorion right now. This is gonna go away. So like I guess we're just playing Tazri and saying go and just hoping we can find the last party piece, because find the last party piece we can tutor for the squirrel, cast it, attack, draw a bunch of cards. All their creatures have Death Touch, which is fine. The fact that they play the Valky's a little scary, because they could have just played it as Tibble this turn. So like that last card's probably good. This feels like a Wrath effect, which is pretty terrible for us. The question is, do I want to block into their Death Touchers and play around the Wrath, like gaining life and stuff? I don't think so. We're like getting Wrath here like probably 90 to 95% of the time, but you know, it's block for low-key. And like just take 6 rather than 8. And like they still have to Wrath, so oh, that's worse than a Wrath. Yeah, we don't really beat that card, I guess. I guess most decks don't. I don't know what their logical thought process was in putting Ugin in this format, but there it is. And I mean, we're just dead. We just can't beat an Ugin, so we've already lost our. I wish we haven't cast our Binding of the Old Gods yet, but yeah, I mean, you just can't ever beat an Ugin, so what are you gonna do? Whatever. All right. Yeah, I mean, not the funnest Magic card of all time. Ugin the Spirit Dragon kind of just ends the game on the spot. But we're gonna bring in our Duresses, and we're gonna bring in our Viviens. We're gonna cut. I mean, Masked Vandal should be fine. They do obviously have enchantments we can get rid of. What do we not? I mean, we could shade. Tazari's pretty good. That's a lot of cards to bring in. We got like the Shadowsage. I'm not super impressed with Tyvar. They have plenty of ways to kill it also. Let's ship that. On our card advantage cards, maybe the Elderfang just aren't good enough. Kind of like want the early stuff though. I mean, Tazri is pretty good. They do have a lot of ways to kill it. It's like shave a Tazri. We just shave the Ravager too. It does remove our way to like just find a fireball and kill them, but it's gonna be like hard to do probably. Stupid Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Deck's pretty tight. Seems hard to bring in that many cards. Maybe we don't want Vivien. If they're like really topping off on Ugin. Let's not bring in Vivien. Let's just try it without it. Like casting a 5-mana spell is not trivial. And Ugin just beats it anyway, so that sounds great. Sure. Trying to fit the Triome in, but I think just playing Sentinel on 1 is just the way to go. And we'll play Elderfang on 2. Try and get some value out of our Paragon. Okay, so a red land, which we might want later for activations on sorry. They discard a card, we attack for 1. Tap land, go. We draw another land. Alright, I think I've had enough lands at this point. We've got Temple of Silence and Abzan Triome. Are we just like cycling our Triome here? That feels pretty bad. And we can cast Paragon Kicked next turn. I don't really want to play a Naked Vandal. It just doesn't seem very good. Especially have to act for 2 and play a tap land as I go. Feels pretty bad, but let's get the card off our Paragon, so... Another tap land. And another land for us. Wowzers. Alright. Gonna mix our colors up here for Tazri. Look at the top 6. We're gonna kill it in response. Doesn't actually do anything, so sure. Tazari's great, but I think Harald is better. Just a straight 2-for-1. Just take our straight 2-for-1. We just bottom 5 spells, which is a little tough, but Blessing. Alright, so alright. The old Elder's Blessing. Tracker, sure. I mean, we don't want to remove that. I mean, maybe we do want to remove this, actually. Like, yeah, it makes them lose life, but we don't want them flickering it with Yorium, which would be devastating. So, let's play Harald and see what happens. Alright, a lot of Masked Vandal, sure. Then we gotta sacrifice it. And then, do we want to jam more stuff into play? Or just attack? We can yeah, I'll just do it. Just put it all on the battlefield. If we get wrapped, we get wrapped. No Foretell for Doomscar, so they have like untapped land Doomscar, or they have an enchantment that kills one thing, which is good for us. So now we can keep going here. So we can Masked Vandal the Conqueror's Death, but like it doesn't actually do anything yet. So we've drawn a lot of lands this game, unfortunately. Just put all our colors in play, I guess. Just say go. I'm not gonna bother vandaling the Conqueror's Death. Yeah, I mean, Crack Passage. Okay, Seeker's Chariot. Because I play makes 2 tokens. That's a card, I suppose. I mean, the 2 2/2s are pretty relevant here. We can, like, I guess we can eat the Chariot with the Vandal. Let's cycle Triome first. I've definitely drawn a number of lands this game. Alright, I guess we just eat the Chariot and say go. We can attack with a Tracker. And offer to trade Tracker for one of these cats. That's like not even good, honestly. We have a full party here. We have, yeah, Changeling, Cleric, Warrior. We have a major party. Big time party. Let me just say go. We gotta draw one of our tutors or some sort of like payoff card. They have Eliminate, which they kill the Manic Maker. Sure. Not exactly wanting for mana here, that's for sure. Is that cat really better than a bear? Or equal to a bear? Finally. So the thing is, we haven't played any good cards yet. So they're playing all these like tier 1 removal spells, and like they're not really killing anything useful. So we've kind of drawn all of our filler and no payoffs. It's a good draw. Alright. Harald. Find me a Tazri. Oh, that's not the red. That was dumb. Okay, sure. Not a lot of choices there. So the problem is, like, this card had a Doom Foretold. Sure, if any of these cards are good, we're just like in really big trouble. I'll put another white in play, sure. We just like don't really have attacks, unfortunately. Oh my god. Alright, well. Put Yorion in hand. They have a land here to blow us out completely. They do. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, all filler and no killer this game. Well, that's a good card, but it might be too late here. This is it's our 4th type. I mean, now we can like attack and get attackers and stuff, which is cool, but they have I mean, at least 1 block. It's definitely a good. It's definitely a really good draw. Hopefully, this last card isn't good. All of our stuff indestructible and plus one busso if we have a full party on combat, which is great. So obviously, if we get to our next turn as lives, we're in pretty good shape. We go to 9. They're gonna upkeep Scry. That'd be good for us. No desperation, like that. So that means they don't got it yet. Let's hope for no tops here. Top. That's bad. Goodbye, squad commander. What's the bad news, opponent? Land? Okay. Ugh. So now we're in trouble because, like, we're just kind of lacking a way to get through. Draw own Binding of the Old Gods? I mean, sure. I mean, killing Yorion's not bad, I guess. Don't really have any good attacks, but now I mean, we're kind of at parity, but their top decks are probably better than ours. They have more generically good cards than us. That's a good draw, sure. So 6/6 comes into play. They search for 2 cards. We put 1 in their graveyard, 1 in their hand. I imagine both these cards are gonna be really good. They get like Yorion, Elspeth Conqueror's Death. We're in big trouble. Also a 6/6 flyer for 6. Eerie Ultimatum or Valky? Alright, I guess we gotta put the Eerie Ultimatum in the graveyard, so... Let me draw a land. And get another land. So next turn they play Valky. Yeah, we're property dead here. Not Valky, Tybalt. Exile top card, exile creature. I mean, you're up. I'm not sure what we're drawing to anymore, honestly, because we can't even like swarm them because they have a bunch of tokens in play.
So you've seen through my disguise.
Heh.
Sure.
So they exiled a Masked Vandal and a Yorion. If they can play my Masked Vandal. Not that killing by binding is even that good, but... I mean, Tazri's good. It's just probably not good enough. White, green. Wait. I mean, getting Duress doesn't matter. I can't afford to kick my Paragon. They're going to Duress me and kill something else. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just going to go to the next game here. Yeah, I mean, the Yorion decks are really good at killing creatures for sure. I thought we could kind of go wide on them, but the Omen of the Sun and even the Chariot kind of got us. Just that because they were able to put enough blockers in play, we couldn't really swarm them. So 1-1, 1-1. Round 3, Chonky Llama. Chonky Llama. On the play. And, alright, mana's fine. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Harald's really good. Just a really good card. If y'all remember the card Phyrexian Rager, Harald makes Phyrexian Rager look like Squire or something, I don't even know. Alright, so I'm making green. We got Tracker in the Elderfang, hopefully we draw land. We can play our Harald, so we got a nice little, just your aggro Isamaru into Ravenous Rat draw, you know? Sulphurous Mire. Cool. Sulphur Springs. Bloodstained Mire. I'm not even trying anymore. Discard a land, sure. Get it for 2. We need to draw land here. Definitely want to draw land. They're going to foretell a card, and they're playing Jund. We did not draw land. Alright, we're possibly in trouble here. What's the foretelly card in Jund? Fire Prophecy. Sure. Pitch a card, draw a card. Play a Mario Arts. We draw a land, which is great. It is not a white land, but it's still a land. We're going to play as a blue land, so we do have Tazri. So, let's play Harald here. Harold's going to reveal another Harald. I kind of like chaining Haralds, honestly. Harold has to be killed. It's a 3/2 menace, so... We draw a land, we have Binding. We draw a white, we have Tazri. We are Elf Warrior Cleric. I think we got another Harald here. Binding the Old Gods is probably a little too good. Probably a little too good. Probably just a Paragon. Masked Vandal, probably don't need to kill much with that. And then, we already have Tazri. Let's take this. Help us cast our Tazri. And our other, our Coveted Prize. Let's see, alright, so it looks like a 4-color, they're playing Acolyte of Affliction. Interesting, they mill, Temple of Milady and a Fire Prophecy. Okay. 2/3 blockers, too strong here. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to send in the old Harald and play a Paragon, I guess. So let me draw land. Definitely scared of a lot of things here. Tybalt. Could be playing Ugin, possibly. Elder Gargaroth. Throw a land here, please. That is not a land. Alright, so we need some way to kill this, we have a way to kill it. We need some way to, we need to draw some way to cast our binding here. We have Warrior, Cleric, Wild card. Incapable of completing a full party here. I guess we could, like, tutor for a land, right? We can't tutor for... Oh, yeah, we could tutor for... Maybe could I have done that last turn? I don't think so. I could tutor for a white land and just cast Beacon Immunity. That's not bad, actually. Kind of sucks to use our Demonic Tutor card. That's like a super good card. It's just like a, you know, a basic old lay of a land. But let's get a white land. Play Tazri, and then next turn we can Binding of the Old Gods, the Gargaroth. They're already gonna swing it with it. We can't do anything about it. So. Poison the Cup is the foretell. Okay. Top. It's a top kind of day, folks. Oh. I mean... I think we need to block with everything. We just can't let a Gargaroth live. If I block with two things, they have a kill spell, we get blown out. If we block with actual everything... I mean, we're going to lose a ton of stuff here, but I just don't think we can afford to leave Elder Gargaroth and play it. If we can kill this one and kill the other one, we actually have a chance to get back in the game, because our hand's pretty good. So, like... They're going to kill 3... Yeah, they had the Murderous Rider. We still kill them, though. We still kill it, so... Good, conservative block on our part. We still got to beat all the cards they have, but all the other cards they have. So we are removing Gargaroth from the equation. Podcast Murderous Rider, sure. Okay, so we're gonna get our Teamer land, so we can activate our Tazri hopefully better, and then we're gonna play. Probably Harald and Elderfang, I guess. Harald. We can get ourselves a Planeswalker, not so good. Paragon's pretty good. Sky Commander is just like... We have Rogue, Warrior, Cleric. You're not really there yet for the Paragon, I think. Just keep grinding. Play Black Land, play Elderfang, get this last card in their hand, hope it's not too good. I should actually Elderfangs first, in case it's like a Murderous Rider. So yeah, that's probably a mistake. I guess you wanted to see what we drew, but yeah, that might have been better to play the Elderfang first. We weren't sure if we were going to cast Elderfang, I guess, but take a bob. You can empty your hand. They're out, so Masked Vandal. I mean, Masked Vandal's not doing much but making our things cheaper, which might actually be good enough. We only have 2 green sources, so we can go 2-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop. Sure. I kind of want to kick the Paragon, but if you go Vandal... Actually, we can go Vandal, Sentinel, Tazri. Right? Sentinel. Yeah, Vandal. Tazri. And, again, they have pretty big draws here. Their average power level is a lot higher than ours. That's a good draw. That's a good draw. That's a good one. And now our blocks. I mean, we gotta make some blocks. We're gonna lose our 2 creatures here. Can't just take damage, so we'll lose the Sentinel and the Elderfang. We'll kick this Paragon and Coveted Prize. I mean, it could be good. That's 6. Basalt Ravager or Masked Vandal. I mean, Ravager plays. Go get a Forest. Please stop killing my cards. Alright, that certainly makes things a lot worse for us. The problem is all our things have Death Touch next turn. So, like, our blocks don't even line up. Ugh. We're going to gain 2 here. And say go. We got to chump block the Bone Crusher, just take 4. It sucks though, this chump blocking the Bone Crusher really makes our everything worse. Okay, that wasn't bad. Just an indestructible blocker that forces them to leave back a defensive creature, which is actually pretty good. The old squirrel. Getting a little squirrely over here. Alright, well, that was a lot of kill spells. That was definitely a lot of kill spells. Alright, so we're going to bring in... God, I don't even know, because we don't really want... We don't want Vivien. And let's shave, like... I just don't think Tyvar Kell is very good. You can shave a life gain or 2. Like, we have a lot of good grindy cards. They just had, like, more. Realistically. Let's try it again. Sure. Sentinel into Vandal Tracker. Naked Vandal 9. Maybe we could shade some of the Vandals, actually. Vandal's typically very good, but not the most exciting in this particular matchup. Alright, we're gonna go, I guess white. Naked Vandal. Tracker. Love to see a turn 4 Vivien here on the play. Scavenging Ooze, that's dead. Ooh, Coveted Prize too. Okay, that's actually pretty sweet. So now we can play this. Fire up the old Ravager. Kill the Scavenging Ooze, which gives us a full party for Coveted Prize next turn. I still have Vivien waiting in the wings too. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Oh boy. Okay, so we're getting the squirrel for sure. And it's probably going to last the game on the spot. A little squirrely here. Let's just cast this right now. If they had a way to kill it, we should have done it already. That was a close game. Yeah, that was a lot better. That was a lot better. And... let's run it back, I think. Let's run it back. Alright. No black sources. You gotta keep, though. Got a 1-drop, 2-drop. You could just go Tracker also. And this also not a black source? No. Harald is very good, so if we can just find a black source, cast Harald on turn 3, I'll be very, very happy. There you go. Alright, guess we're just playing Tracker and attacking. They're probably gonna stomp it out here, but it's fine. Fire Prophecy, sure. And no bottom there, just completely having all the cards in their hand. That's not good for us. That's not good. Okay, can go for a white here. Harald. Revealing. Paragon's pretty good. Just keep the grind going. So they kill Harald here. He's actually on 1. Play Harald again next turn, and then Paragon the turn after. So every card's drawing us a card here, which is pretty sweet. Unfortunately, we're not really exploding out of the board like we were last game. But so we are keeping up on cards, which is good. Harald. Inconceivable. Alright. That hurts. That does not feel good. Does not feel good at all. I love these Fire Prophecies. Again, no bottoms. Okay. I'm gonna keep the blue available. Let's play another. Sure. Yes. Yeah, that's an Elder Gargaroth. It's pretty good. Alright, Paragon me up. Hey! It's the second time this has happened in this video. Okay, sure. Certainly a very powerful magic card here in Elder Gargaroth. Alright, so we can like Vandal Beacon Prize this turn. The problem is they just have 2 Gargoths now, and I don't know if we can beat 2 Gargoths. Like, I'm not sure what we're even getting here. So we have, oh wait, we have Warrior, everything. Ah, crap. I thought we had a Tazri would be our thing. So now we actually have to play the other Paragon too. That's like fine, I guess. We're losing out on a card here, but pretty great turn. It just like they just had 2 Gargoths, you know. So like, I guess we can get. Oh, no. Wait, Warrior. This is not a Warrior, though. Like, I don't want to have to just get Binding, and Binding just doesn't feel good enough against the 2 Gargoths. But I think we have to. We could beat 1 easily here. We've got tons of cards, but yeah, I guess just Binding. Doesn't really feel great, but I mean, if our Tazri lives, we're in great shape because we have a bunch of colors in our lands. We could activate it and draw a bunch of cards, which is great. But if they kill with Tazri, we're in big trouble. We got to make blocks here. Just go for the party block. Same idea, or if they have our kill spell, this still kills it because it's still good for damage across all the creatures. And if they use a kill spell on one of these, we're not killing my Tazri, so just gotta kill Gargaroth. There's just no, you just cannot leave it in blood. So pump on defense with Tracker, which is always catches everyone by surprise. They kill a Paragon here, we still deal 6, so... Alright, so... Not great. Not great. Had to kill spell for Akazari and release some of our stuff. We draw 1-2, so... Alright, I guess we'll get our last color. This, just there we go. Like without second Gargaroth, we can go get like the squirrel or a commander or some other good card, but like another Gargaroth, and we draw a Sentinel. Well, I think we're dead, folks. Feels a little over the top. Alright. Tough game there. Mono removal spells and Elder Gargaroth. So, even though we're drawing a lot of cards, obviously decks playing all removal can be somewhat difficult, but... Alright. Round 4. Somewhat awkward hand. Again, we've drawn our one non-white Triome, unfortunately. But... we should probably mulligan. Alright. Pretty awkward, honestly. We're gonna keep. I think we're gonna ship the Disciple. Just play this as a green and say go. We can just like we do have 2 changelings. We can kind of curve out and just SWAT commander maybe. Sentinel. Right on time. I mean now if we draw a land, we can play both of these, which is kind of cool. So. Does complete our party. Being a rogue. Okay, well, good news, bad news. It's a not a land, but it is a castable card. So we have Warrior Rogue Wildcard. So, blue-white, Raven's Warning. Make a bird, gain 2 life. Whenever the bird hits you, draw a card, look at their hand. Okay. No creature in our graveyard, so we can't Vandal the... Well, actually, that was actually pretty sick. So we drew a Cleric. So we can actually complete our party here, and then cast Coveted Prize, and then go get something really good. That's actually awesome. So, wait, nope, only have 1 black. Tilt. God, that's so close. So close. I guess I could cast the Vandal just as a way to complete the party. I guess that works. Sure, let's play Vandal. Complete the party. Make a black, tap this. Go to the prize, I'm gonna get the squirrel, I think. Squirrel seems best here. So, really good. And we're going to cast this squirrel for free. Get in and draw 2 cards here. Pretty good board state. No land, though. No land. Ah. I get to draw a card and look at my hand. Here it is, opponent. It's a pretty good hand. Shatter this guy? Wow. Well, good news is this thing is indestructible, so... Alright, let's get in, I guess. Draw a card. It is a red-green land, which does not help us. So, all right. We were black land as a Triome. A little awkward, but now they get to put a card from outside the game that they own on top of their library, which is interesting. They'll draw it next turn. What a weird card. What a weird card. And we draw a Planeswalker. Sure. So let's just attack. Draw another card. Sweet. That's a Paragon. So we'd like to double Elderfang here, maybe, or something like that. But I guess we're just going to put the Planeswalker here. Imagine we're getting Conqueror's Death on our Bearer of Secrets. That'd be my guess. Sure. Probably one of the few targets for negate, or I guess it counters surprise too. Yeah, all right. That does answer our squirrel. They have no creatures in their graveyard, and we can kick a Paragon or double Elderfang. Kick a Paragon. Guarantee with resolve, draw a card. Ooh, that's some cards. I think we're gonna get this Tazri. We only have we don't actually have any off-color lands at the moment. So let's get Harald. They have 3 cards in hand. So nothing so far for this this Conqueror's Death as far as bringing back creature or Planeswalker. See, sure. It sort of looks like a Yorion deck, but no Yorion companion. Top, sure. Binding of the Old Gods. Okay. I mean, we're just going to play Harald and Disciple here, probably. Our Harald's probably getting countered, I would think, but let's attack, see what happens. Harald resolves. Alright, cool. And then we'll get another Harald, keep chaining Harald to play Elderfang. If they Wrath, we don't really care about the Elderfang. It gets a card anyway, so. Although this actually might have been a bad play, because they have a creature in their hand. That was really bad. Alright. Yeah, maybe I should not have done that, because if I had discarded any creature or Planeswalker there, it would have been absolutely devastating. Shadow Skies, sure. Interesting playing Shadow, not Doomscar. Another Elderfang. Alright. Keep playing stuff. I mean, we've got a pretty good hand here. We've drawn 5 lands, all spells. Which is pretty good for us. And Masked Vandal. Sure, that'll be good later. Another Elderfang. Just keep chipping away at their hand. We're going to Saw It Coming my Elderfang. Why not counter Harald? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They're gonna main phase sack to Scry. Alright. Could upkeep that one. Top. I mean, I can see. I don't know. I don't know. For Duress, say we don't want the Ravager or the Shadowsage. We can shave a Tazri, I think. It's a fun bug. Masked Vandal. Want Commander, want Squirrel, want Planeswalker, want Binding. Want all 4 Duress. Yeah, Planeswalker is just bad. I think this card's just like not good at all. Honestly, like giving all your lands or all your elves the ability to tap for mana is kind of cool, but like, and it's typically you think a Planeswalker would be good against a control deck, and then maybe it's Vivien's, and like Vivien seems good, but they have Conqueror's Death. I guess they don't have the Binding too. But like, what do we cut it? Like maybe a Masked Vandal or 2. Like They probably have Glass Casket also. Kind of a few Sentinels, maybe. It's like it's so important for like our engine, though. We got Binding of the Old Gods. Yeah, let's cut Binding, and let's cut a Masked Vandal. Not really sure, but probably want Vivien. Alright, we got a mulligan with his hand. Doesn't have any green. Sure, it's much better. Get the Sentinel. We got Duress. We got Harald. It's all pretty good. All pretty good. Okay. I think I like Duress, Sentinel, Harald. Their hand is. Take it easy, opponent. Take it easy. Alright, I think we can beat Infinite Wraths, though. Also, this one I don't have any lands. I'm taking the Omen. A lot of our cards replace themselves, and like the Omen actually like blocks, gains life, and so on and so forth. It's a different kind of effect. It's so funny. Alright, so Doomscar. Why did it remove the other Doomscar? We know they have one of them. Okay, whatever. Alright, Duress you again. Drew another Doomscar? Oh, maybe the card there. That makes sense because the card they foretold could have not been. Right, so it's actually likely the card they foretold is not a Doomscar, which is interesting. Okay, play that. It's probably the counterspell, honestly. I'll play Sentinel. Like, if they just say go, we're like definitely not casting Harald. They foretold another card. Sure. Alright, now we are casting Harald, so. Harald. Not to reveal. Yeah, we're just gonna attack. We can't afford to play Tracker. We're hoping to hit some sort of kind of like chain together a Harald along with another Harald or another way to draw cards, but they top, sure. Triome again. We're playing a Triome. We're going to cycle a Triome or play Elderfang. They're at 15. I'm going to just say go. They have so many Wrath, they might just Wrath this board anyway. We can cycle Triome and try and find some more card advantage cards. Sure. Okay. Kind of out here. Definitely need to draw one of our bigger cards. Or the Wrath, sure. We're getting Doomscarred, but whatever. Making you cast it. Vivien. That's good too. That's actually a great draw. Alright, so play this, kick this. And we're going to chain it up. We don't have the colors to make Tazri really good, so. Raven's Warning. Alright, sure. Tracker, okay. I mean, I hope this isn't the counterspell. I'm just gonna attack. I'm gonna play into it, but add it, Alright. I mean, that's, most cards we know about, sure. So we're kind of back to needing to draw one of our bigger cards. They bought on the Scry. I mean, they get to Raven's Warning next turn. Playing a naked Conqueror's Death with no creatures in their graveyard? And not attacking? What? Doesn't make any sense. At all. Sure. I'm going to eat the Raven's Warning so they can't put a card on top of their deck. I mean, this is like decent for us. They just like don't draw Wrath, right? It's land. It's kind of a weird game. I mean, like they had like 9 Wraths, we still won. It's kind of cool, but all right, 2-2, 2-2. Let's finish strong here. Dangerous. Spelling is dangerous. Lures of a Dream Den. So probably looking at rogues here, and I think our hand's fine. We're on the play. We have Sentinel into Paragon. We're missing black. Actually, no. Actually, we have a tap land too. I think we're still keeping though. The question is, what do we play? Do we play Sentinel on 1, or do we just play Paragon on 2? I'm gonna keep. Let's play Triome. Let's go. Just draw any land. We get to go Paragon, Sentinel, or double Sentinel. Is that better than Paragon? It's funny that Sentinel can actually block their 1-drop too. So Sentinel means I can go Paragon. If I draw a land, I can go Paragon, but I kind of want to kick one of the Paragons anyway, so let's play Sentinel. It gives us more options on what we draw, so. Okay, Triome. Try me, will ya? Alright, we'll play just play a Paragon. And then we're attacking into a 1/3, which is fine. I guess we like, yeah, we can't block it anyway, so it's just attack. Sure. So they say 1, we play Triome and say go. Now our mana's pretty good. We're a little off of our full party, but they mill Harald and my Ravager. So the mill is a little annoying actually because it does limit the amount of things that I can cast. We draw Squad Commander. I'm kind of interested in squatting here. They can't Drown the Locket yet unless they have the 1-drop also, which is very possible because they had a tap line on 1. But if they have that and Drown the Lock, we get some serious complaint equity. So I think we're trying to do this. Let's go for it. Do I attack first? I'll be attacking with just the Paragon. Sure. Alright. I mean, I have a feeling they've got it. That's my like tingle, but we're gonna go for it. Or Essence Scatter, that works too. Sure. And we have Paragon lined up anyway for next turn. If we can draw a land, we can kick it, which is pretty great, so. Of One Mind for 3 mana. Divination has been called. Okay. That was actually pretty sick. So now we can just cast Paragon, cast Vandal, and then cast Prize. What are we getting off of our Prize? We've already lost our Commander, which is like one of the best cards we can get. We can get the Squirrel. We don't really have any good attacks. I guess it's a pretty good attack. Yeah, we're jamming here. So let's play Vandal naked. Paragon. And then You can see, you can see how good Coveted Prize is. Coveted Prize is in. It's like it's actually just unbelievably good. We could like get a thing that would kill a Soaring Thought Thief. We'll just get one of our better cards, like the Bearer of Secrets. Now I get to jam and attack, draw a card, and now we're also just like, unless they have some sort of mass removal here, which they just don't. They're just freaking dead. Draw a card. Yeah, this is awesome. Put Lurrus in your hand. That's all you got is divination and to put Lurrus in your hand. What is in their hand? They have so many cards. And now we just destroy them, I guess. We're going to just attack with everything. Like, unless they have a... They can't have Brazen Bar. They can't imagine they have a way to kill this. So we're going to draw at least like 4 cards here. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Power Squirrel. Power Squirrel taking it down. Be like that. I do think there should be a couple spiders. Some escape card in our board. Probably the spider, but what do we want against them? I think I would like to trim down on our 4-drops to just the essential ones. Duress is like fine against them, but not great. Heartless Act is actually kind of nice because being able to kill their stuff. I mean, honestly, Warmasters might be good against them. It's just cheap. Typically, you want to just lower your curve against decks like this. Looks like it's many counter spells. Masked Vandal is actually pretty bad. Masked Vandal is pretty bad. The thing is that like we kind of need Masked Vandal to like help put together our party. It is our only wizard, so we really need Vandal or Paragon to put the full party together. A lot of warriors. So cutting Vandal was definitely a cost to that. I would like to bring in some Heartless Acts, I think, and some Warmasters. Yeah, I like the idea of Warmaster for sure. Especially just like how much removal do I want? This binding's pretty bad. It's like really slow. Look at the binding. Tazri does just die to a lot of their removal. I could shape one of those, I think. Let's bring in 2 Heartless Acts. Maybe we'll shape a Prize, too. A Prize is really good, but they're going to be able to, like, counter our stuff, and they have a lot of counters and removal, so, like, resolving a good Prize might be difficult. And if we're kind of, like, leaning into being a little more aggressive and lowering our curve with the 2-mana Lord and stuff, then this might be better for us. That's a hand. Alright, we're gonna mulligan. Alright, this is fine. Keep this. I guess we're shipping the Vandal. I guess Tracker, like, lines up pretty poorly. Let's ship Tracker. Like, if they have the Crab or the 1/3, the Tracker doesn't line up super well. We can't even play it on turn 1 anyway, so... Sure, exactly. That was a good draw. Get our tap land out of the way. Try and set up for a turn 3 Harald. Build some lands. A lot of lands. Attack for 0, sure. Play their own tap land. So green here, and I think we're just gonna resolve Elderfang. Discard a card. Alright, so mill some stuff. Bottom. There we go. So Drama Lock is on. I think we're gonna attack. So if they have the 1/3, they might just flash it and block, and then we get to actually resolve our Harald. If they just block with the 0/3, it's whatever. So like might entice them to try and do some stuff. All right, then let's play Masked Vandal and Wildwood Tracker. This gives us 3 types for Tazri. Alright, cool. So we turned our Wildwood Tracker into a Duress for their Drama Lock, which is more than we could ever ask of Wildwood Tracker. Can mill some cards, now they got 10. So, this is their end of the story turns. We definitely want to jam whatever good threats we have. Some more cards, it's fine. Alright, so there's a white. Get the king going. So, really hope that they don't have an into the story. We're not going to attack here into a possible flash blocker, so. This is the best card in the rogue deck by a significant margin. Now we're probably dead. Yeah, having like 1 or 2 spiders to escape. Having one single escape card in your deck against rogues must improve your matchup by like 5%. Just a single escape card, because you're always gonna find it because they keep milling your cards, obviously. So, all right, that's pretty awkward. We can play Paragon and Tazri. We can't play Disciple and Tazri, which kind of stinks. And they just have a lot of cards now. I also want to save this for more value later, so we're just going to play this. We can't really attack, because our attacks just going to suck if they have the 1-drop, we get blown out, so. Yeah, you're up. Yeah, they have the 1-drop, so. Okay. I think we're probably out this game. Just got too many cards in their hand. Another crab. This thing has Death Touch, so our Tazri can't even like attack into it safely. Take a Blood Chief's Thirst. Let me draw a non-land. So the good news is they're running out of cards. The bad news is they just have lures. So they discarded a Lull Mage's Domination. Wow. That cannot be good for us. I guess they have no actual permanents in their graveyard. They'll be flooded. Alright, maybe there's a chance here. We only have 16 cards left. Steal my 1/2. Powerful. Powerful. Where you been? Alright. I mean, we're kind of at parity. Honestly, I think I just hold this. I don't think playing a 3/2 makes a 1/1 is worth it right now. I'd rather just go for broke if we draw land. We're gonna like get decked to draw like 2 lands, but ah, stop stealing my stuff. My stuff isn't even good. It is funny this is a rogue too. I don't think it actually matters for literally anything. But I guess the 1/3 bumps it, but alright, it wasn't a bad draw. Make way for the king. Masked Vandal again. Alright. I mean, okay, we're gonna go 12 cards, and that puts us down to essentially 0 cards. We're just dead. Alright, so we have 1 card left. We can't win the game in 2 turns. So, alright, tough game there. Tough game. That's okay. I could see being interested in Duress, especially on the play. Being more interested in Duress. Vivien is also really good against them. Let's take the Heartless Acts out. I don't think we need those. Masked Vandal. Let's shave a Vandal. Let's shave an Elderfang. And let's bring in the Duresses. And Vivien. And We'll keep Masked Vandals. It's just a changeling. But I'm like, not thrilled. Maybe I should just leave in the Vandals. Take out the Elderfangs. The Elderfangs like don't really block anything super well. And they're like, and then the card discarded like doesn't really matter that much either. So let's bring in all our Duresses and try and spike their Indavistories and their counter spells and just resolve some of our stuff. Let's try this. Sure. A little clunky, but we have 1-drop, 2-drop, so. Rogue. Going rogue. Draw land, really happy. And cheap creature is fine too. Paragon, sure. Would love to resolve our Bearer of Secrets here if we can draw land. I guess I get an Essence. Actually, I can't Essence kind of this. Can't be countered. Go Duress. Alright, I mean, like, Duress isn't that bad. So let's actually play Paragon. And then I want to tap the Paragon for black for Duress. If they counter the Paragon, it's like fine with the rest of them anyway, so. I guess we attack first. I don't see a card that blocks here. It's like super good for them. And then we cast Duress. See what's up. Heartless Act, kill Paragon, sure. And their hand is creatures. Wind Robber, Enforcer, Thought Thief. And sure. So now we're fully milled now. They got the full 8 cards in the graveyard for all their stuff. Which kind of sucks, but Enforcer, sure. They're gonna hold on to their Thought Thief. Interesting. Playing Robber instead of Thought Thief. Oh, tap. Alright, sure. We draw a Vivien that we're way off of casting. So now we're going to have to cast a 3-mana Demonic Tutor for a land, which we can't draw lands. So, feels bad, but what are you going to do? Good news is if we draw a land, we can probably resolve a Vivien, which is really, really good against them. Oh my god. Well, we drew our land, but now the problem is they just have a million things in play, and I don't think we can defend it. We can just play Squad Commander. We can play this for... We have green, right? Yeah, so... Squad Commander is for 3, which isn't the worst. Then we get set up for a Bearer of Secrets. Alright, I mean, we're trying, you know. We jam Paragon. It's funny because the Sentinel can block one of these Wind Robbers too. I would trade Paragon for a Wind Robber. We just want to defend our Vivien if possible, so I think we're pretty fine just attacking here. Makes our Squirrel a little worse, but yeah, sure. Now, if the Enforcer attacks, then are we blocking? Is a big question. Land mill some cards, sure. So basically, is this card good? If this card is good, we're probably going to lose. If it's nothing, then we have a chance to win. Alright. So now, I can't block this. We need the mana from the Sentinel, in theory. Well, I guess if we play the Bearer, we can draw... what's block here? Let's block. And then we can play the squirrel and attack with 5 creatures. Try and draw land for Vivien the following turn. Wow. They're going to stack and draw, which I prefer, honestly. I would like my Sentinel to stay alive, so... More cards, sure. Say go. Alright, this is definitely a Bearer of Secrets turn. Say the counter spell, they can't counter it. We are somewhat dying, but... Is it everything? I think it's everything. If they have another Thought Thief, we're probably dead, but I think it's just everything. Is it? Maybe leave us back. Yeah, let's leave it back. We're also at 11. Wow. That's a big swing. Alright, so draw 4 cards. Drew the land. Got lucky. We did it. So, like, I think we're in pretty good shape here. I guess it would suck if they stole my thing, but Essence Scatter the 1/1, sure. Like, Lull Mage the Bearer of Secrets, but I think at 3 life, I don't think it matters. Maybe you just kind of got him. We have 14 cards left. You know, they're close to stacking us, but not quite. They're going to block this anyway. Or sack it anyway, for sure. Go to 8. And we have Vivien. I'm not sure if I'm interested in, like, putting all of my eggs in one spell. Only have 12 cards left, though. And they didn't put Lurrus in their hands. They have some sort of interactive spell. We need to push through enough damage to kill them, which we have right now. If nothing changes, they're dead. So they got to use a kill spell if they have it. Our party is currently 3. So if we resolve we have Rogue, everything Warrior. This would be Cleric. All right, let's just play the Elderfang and force their hand, I guess. So they have a Dramalok to probably kill the squad commander. And then they're still dead, right? Puppets Triome, they're dead. We got him. Get him. Alright, now we're just dead. We have full party. Everything attacks. Yeah. Sweet. That was a pretty sweet match, honestly. Squirrel. Squirrel for days. Alright, so 3 and 2. We lost to a very heavy removal Jund deck. And we lost to a very heavy removal Abzan Yorion deck. But definitely were times where we were like, man, we have some 1/1s that sucks. And there were some times where we were like, holy cow, this deck is broken. You know, the turns we were casting, what's it called? Turns we were casting Coveted Prize for 1 mana were insane. So I do think there's like a little too many targets here. I would say that like maybe the Shadowsage or the Basalt Ravager a little much. I also don't think Tyvar Kell is very good. And it did feel like we were a little underpowered at times, but a lot of synergy here. And the thing is that like if our fail state is just like playing a 2-mana Tazri, that's not bad either, you know. A little light on interaction for sure. Hence why the Ravager probably is necessary, but deck's super sweet. So definitely, Sam Black's the man. Sam Black makes some pretty awesome decks for sure. And this one is right up my alley. Creatures and value and synergy. I love it. So I am Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. Of course, check out the companion article to this video on CoolStuffInc.com. I do a video article every Monday and a written article every Friday. And this is video, but it's also an article for the video too. So go to CoolStuffInc.com proper, check that out. Also check out CoolStuffInc.com for all your cool stuff. You got magic cards and board games, you name it. They got it. Promo code Jim5, 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. Save some money and get a free Jim Davis Goblin token, all right? Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time. I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com.